Hey guys, Nathan Brandon Masters. I am doing a mini comic. I'm going to speed it up so it's like a speed paint, so it just kind of goes through fast. But let me know if you want to see these videos as a full length drawing video. So they're going to be like 45 minutes, maybe an hour, sometimes 2 hours long, depending on what I'm drawing. This one was 45 minutes in length. So if you want to see like the whole thing in real time, let me know and I'll upload it. I draw mini comics to practice as opposed to using a sketchbook, and also it helps me with my manga because it gets me used to drawing at this size. This is A4 paper. This is my own paper that I bought and had cut down. I'm going to be using Karkos to ink with. That is a cheap Chinese fountain pen ink you can get off eBay for about $2 or $3 a bottle, but it takes a few weeks to get here. I also use Platinum Carbon Black, which is another fountain pen ink, and this is the Tombao Funasoke pen. And you can remove the back, and if you have an ink syringe, you can refill the pen. You just drip ink into the little sponge that's in there and wait a few minutes and you should be able to write with it again. Now, Karkos and Platinum Black are both great inks. Both of them have a nice matte black finish. A little bit different than the Sumi ink. Some of those Sumi inks have more of a gloss finish, more of a shine to them. So I do like working with these two inks. Now the thing about it is, Karkos is much cheaper than Carbon Black. Like I said before, you can get it for a few dollars off of eBay. It just takes a while to get to you. You can indeed buy it on Amazon, but it's going to cost you like double the price. It'll get to you faster, obviously, but you're going to be paying more. If you get Carbon Black from eBay, you'll probably pay more for it than you will on Amazon. Right now on Amazon, it's selling for about $17 a bottle, and it usually goes for about 20 something on eBay. But Karkos, if you buy Karkos off of eBay, you're going to be paying about $2 per bottle. Shipping from China, of course. Now, I don't know how long it's going to stay like that if the tariffs go into effect, but right now it's $2.17, so you might want to jump on it before next year. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind about Karkos, it is not waterproof. I repeat, it is not waterproof. So if you're doing any kind of ink wash or anything with wet media, this is not the ink for you. This is the ink that you draw in your sketchbook with, or you ink a comic with, or you like I'm doing, something like that. Now, it might be good to make ink wash with, like if you're going to actually make ink wash, I think that, you'll be good with that. But, no wet media with this. Now, I do have an affiliate link for this in the description, but I have no idea why you would want to get this from Amazon when you can get this from eBay for $2.17 a bottle and get like 5 or 10 bottles of it for, a little bit over $20. It's just a massive deal. You're going to have to wait, but it's worth the wait, I'd say. Now, this book is probably going to be like an add-on to the Curse Risen Unification comic. That book is already done. I added some new pages to it, significantly more. I've done some art editing. This is going to be about 64 to maybe 90 pages. It's going to have about a $20 to $25 price tag, and it's going to be retconned to fall in with the current Curse Risen timeline. The Patrika story is going to be removed because she pops up in dark. I was going to put the Breeder story in Unification, but I'm not going to do that. That's going to be a standalone story, and it's going to take place before Unification. By this point, Rahab has left the Sisterhood of Lilith. The Decoy story will be in here. It ties directly into Victor Locke's story from Curse Risen 1 and 2. This is a side story. It really doesn't have any bearing on anything. It's just a short little story. Karma, or Bad Karma as she's known, is going into bloodlust, and Fixmaster is trying to figure out why this keeps happening. Karma, she's normally pretty controlled about how she does things, and basically she feeds on criminals and things like that, but she can be very dangerous to people in general if she keeps going into bloodlust like this. And so that's basically what the story is, him trying to help her out in that situation. It's going to be a mature reader's thing. There's a little bit of nudity and some violence in there, but it's not going to be in an adult book like dark. Now, what you see me doing here is I do a lot of my coverage with the Karkos Black and the brush. Now, I would usually do this with Sony ink, and take note of how this ink dries. Really like that. Now, the thing about it is, I'll probably buy another bottle of this, but it probably won't be for a while because I have so much ink here, and I have store brand ink like Blick and what's the other ink? The Handy Art ink. I have that. I got some Winsor Newton around here somewhere, which is one of the more well-known brands used for comic books, as well as the Karkos Black 60. So I am really in good shape for ink. As a matter of fact, I still have a whole bottle of Sumi ink from a few years ago, actually, and it's still good. So I don't plan on buying any more ink anytime soon. I'm also good on paper. I've actually been surprised at the amount of paper that I had. I went to Target and got one of those big plastic containers, like the wide plastic containers, and I just dropped all my paper in there. I got 11 by 17 Bristol, Canson and Strathmore, 9 by 12 Bristol. I got Manga paper and watercolor paper. So I got everything. I'm just going to be drawing comics for a while. So that's it, guys. Karma has attacked Fixmaster. How's he going to get out of it? Who knows? But you guys take it easy. Nathan Brandon Masters. Austin.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn.